Hello everybody, it's GeneralGigan here, stomping back at you with another Minecraft video. In today's video, I'll be going over the rogue changes in Legends version 7.0, such as new powers, power reworks, and new alts. But before the video starts, only a small percentage of people are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking the video, then consider subscribing. This is the 4th episode of a video series I'm doing of all the upcoming changes in Legends 7.0. Mostly all characters have been updated to some extent, as well as new gameplay features, mobs, and the buildable mech Q himself, so stay tuned.
Finally, a shot at the big guy. Careful what you wish for. Just a chance to freeze your ass.
In Legends 7.0, Captain Cold now has an alt, which is the CW suit. Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, is a tier 3 with a defensive medium. His alignment is to the dark, and his class is a controller, which allows you to quickly dodge incoming attacks. His strength is 2. Like with all characters, this number does not correlate with durability damage, which results in 1 regardless of your strength. Also, all characters will not do extra damage with weapons that are not their own. For example, Captain Cold won't do more damage with using a sword. This applies to all characters even if they don't have a weapon. He also has speed, jump boost, and fortitude 1. Fortitude gives slight knockback resistance, fall damage mitigation, and reduction to certain damage types. His final passive ability is Ice Resistance, which means he is immune to being frozen. Captain Cold's equipped key is his Cold Gun, which you are able to fire an ice beam by holding right click and pressing left click, similar to the Mandalorian's gun in Legend 6.0. This move does 12 damage and freezes blocks which randomly crumble over time. When using the Cold Gun at a distance, this damage is decreased. You can see the cooldown of this ability above the class cooldown bar. Ability 1. Ice Tomb. In case you're targeting a block of ice for 2 seconds, staggering them. In case you missed the Kryptonian video, this is a new ice cube effect. Ability 2. Ice Blast. Fire a concussive blast of ice at your opponent, knocking them back and grounding them for 5 seconds. This move deals 5 damage but decreases to 1 at a distance. Ability 3. Arctic Barrage. Fire a barrage of ice shards at your opponent with a 50% chance to cause bleeding. Deals around 5 to 8 damage, depending on the extra bleed damage you get. Captain Cold's ability 4 is called Blizzard. Fire your Cold Gun into the air, creating a localized blizzard around you that slows down all opponents in a 20 block radius. In total, this move does 10 damage. Ability 5. Ice Grenade. Deploy a ball of expanding ice onto the ground, slowing everything in its radius. In total, this move does 10 damage. Captain Cold's utility is Pickpocket. Use your sleight of hand to quickly swipe an item from the target's inventory hotbar. Captain Cold's special is Absolute Zero. Crank up the power of your Cold Gun and fire a high-powered ice blast that is so cold, it's deadly. The beam can freeze its targets to a near absolute zero, dealing 90 damage in total while encapsulating them in ice. However, if fired at a distance, the damage of this move will decrease.
How did you get the name Heatwave?
I burned my family alive, and I like to light things on fire.
Ah, well, that's a colorful backstory.
Like his partner in crime, Heatwave now has his CW costume. Mick Rory, aka Heatwave, is a tier 3 with a medium defense. His alignment is dark, and his class is a controller, which again allows you to dodge incoming attacks. He has strength 2 with a speed, jump boost, and fortitude of 1. He also has fire resistance 1, which makes him resist normal fire but not lava. However, he has heat emission, which means he passively emits extra body heat, which means he melts ice away and cannot be frozen. Heatwave's equipped key is his heat gun, which allows you to be able to ignite a flamethrower by holding right click and pressing left click, like Captain Cold as stated earlier. This does 12 damage and burns a target for an additional 2 seconds. Like all projectiles, the damage decreases when out of range. This move also sets blocks on fire. Ability 1. Incendiary Flames. Burn away the skin of your target, slowing them down and staggering them in the process. This move sets the target on fire for 2 seconds regardless of their fire resistance and deals 8 damage in total. Ability 2. Fire Blast. Blast a concussive burst of fire at your opponent, knocking them and grounding them for 5 seconds. This move deals 5 damage but decreases to 1 when at a distance. Ability 3. Fire Barrage. Fire a barrage of fire blasts at your opponent, dealing 5 damage plus burning them for 2 seconds, regardless of their fire resistance. Heatwave's ability 4 is Fire Tornado. Fire your heat gun into the air, creating a fire tornado that burns all targets within a 20 block radius, regardless of their fire resistance. This move deals 15 damage plus 5 seconds of burn damage. Ability 5, Firebomb. Fire an explosive blast of fire, dealing 10 damage on impact to all those affected. This move leaves the target burning for an additional 2 seconds. Like Captain Cold, Heatwave's utility is Pickpocket. Heatwave's special is Pyro King, where you crank up your heat gun's intensity to the max, spewing out flames well over 900 degrees Fahrenheit, engulfing your opponent in a crippling inferno. Burns any target regardless of their fire resistance and staggers them for 5 seconds. This move deals 90 damage but is reduced when at a distance.
Yeah, okay, so if he's not stopping time, what is he doing?
He's slowing down everything around him. And that is why we call him the Turtle.
In Legend 7.0, Turtle has 2 new alts. His first one being his CW suit, and his second one being his Flash Year 1 suit. WrestleGlosson, aka Turtle, is a tier 3 and has a defense of medium, with his alignment being to the dark. His class is Juggernaut, which means you can ram opponents, voiding damage and knocking them back. Turtle only has Strength 1 with a speed of 1 and Fortitude of 2. He also has Still Force Conduit. Being a conduit of the cosmic energy known as the Still Force, you possess the ability to control the entropy and inertia around you. This passive ability also makes it so you are immune to the effects of heightened perception. As an extra bonus, you can drain Black Panther's stored suit energy. Turtle is also bulletproof and has stealth, which allows you to vanish from the dark. He is also immune to withering. Ability 1, Kinetic Drain. Drain the kinetic energy from all targets in a 10 block radius, slowing them down for 10 seconds. Ability 2, Energy Absorption. Use the Still Force to drain the life force energy from a target, seizing their movement and staggering them in the process. Their energy is then reabsorbed, temporarily increasing your speed. This move lasts for 15 seconds. This move gives a similar effect as Heightened Perception, except the fact that you can still use your abilities, but you're not invincible like Heightened Perception. Ability 3, Chain Construct. Use the Still Force to create a green chain construct, able to hit targets at a further range. This move deals 1 damage per hit. The chain construct is temporary. Turtle's ability 4 is Invisible Break Shield, where you generate a protective force field that is able to deflect bullets and other projectiles. If the player is hit by this force field, they will take 2 damage every hit. Ability 5, Energy Negation. Negate all forces around you for 5 seconds. Grants temporary invulnerability as no force is able to affect you. This deals 10 damage to all those affected. The equipped key is Shell Defense. Retreat inside your shell, increasing your defense. This move reduces damage by 50%. Turtle's utility is the same as the previous rogues, which is Pickpocket. Turtle's new special is called Pulse Wave. Release a series of pulse waves that drain all nearby entities of their kinetic energy while voiding damage. This move deals 80 damage in total to everyone affected. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, then consider subscribing for more content like this. Remember, this is yet another one of the big changes happening in Legend 7.0, so if you're excited, then click that notification bell. Hoorah and epicness of awesomeness.